We're live from Lobo Stadium. We had a couple new guests with us. NFL running back, Texarkana great, Texas A&M legend, Trey Carsons. And we have on the other side, Texas Longhorns great, Katie Baker. She said she wasn't going to break out her national championship ring on you.
Oh, no.
Hey, she's got one. It won't fit past here on my pinky. Must have the smallest fingers in the world. But, hey, how about a great football game we're watching now? 28-14 Pleasant Grove. We've seen a pick six. My man Nick Martin going off. KJ scoring. But on the flip side, Gilmer's playing a really good football game.
They're playing good, but I think they haven't made the adjustments to slow PG down. They kind of did early, but now it seems like every time PG gets the ball, they're making that play, extending that drive, scoring those touchdowns.
And I think throughout starting in the middle of the second quarter, you could see a defense that was starting to get tired.
Absolutely.
They were on the field for one 99-yard drive and then two 76-yard drives. That's going to wear a group out.
Yeah, and that PG O-line is physical, and their backs are running the ball pretty hard. So, that definitely wears and tears on the defense.
I think 6 running backs have touched the ball this half for Pleasant Grove. There's been 3 turnovers. Pleasant Grove threw an interception. Gilmer threw an interception, which Sergio Rodriguez took back for a touchdown. And then there was a fumble down here by Pleasant Grove, which Gilmer was able to capitalize on.
They would have had it 28-7, maybe even 35-7.
If it wasn't for that play, it was fixing to get ugly.
Yeah.
It was about to get ugly. And, what I'm surprised about is how PG's been able to move the ball, because Gilmer's defense has been physical. They've been real physical. I'm surprised that PG has been able to go downfield and sustain 2 long drives like that.
Yeah.
In a game like this, it is a rivalry game, so you can't allow the other team to just linger around. You got to go ahead and mash the gas.
I mean, this game feels closer than 14 points. I mean, it's really, really physical. I know you probably have a deeper IQ than all of us put together in this football game. What are you seeing?
I see a very physical game, like you said. PG's offense, they running the wing tee, and you have to stay locked in. You can't get too high or too low if you stop them on one play, because at any moment they could break one. So you just have to stay focused, and man, they're running the ball hard, man.
Yeah.
Those 2, 3, 4 yard gains are important.
Yeah.
Bruce,
KJ, Nick Martin, Logan Johnson.
Nick,
I mean, they are like.
He hurt that kid.
Oh, man. I mean, I felt it. I was right down there. I was like, man.
It's so many different changes of pace. You got Bruce, he's going to run it hard, but he's got a little bit of speed to him. Then they'll pop KJ in there, and he brings that speed, and then they get down to the goal line, and they put that grown man, Nick Martin, in there.
Nick
he
the
got
truth
extra
in.
physical on that last drive and run people and got it in the end zone.
And as soon as you lose your discipline on defense, they wrinkle that little pass play where they're throwing it to the guy and he's dropping down after he gets the first down.
Maybe 1 yard
so
pass.
Man, you got to stay locked in.
Yeah,
you got to stay locked in.
So Sergio is making business decisions out here. Right off the leg.
Man, he's catching it right there.
He knows where the first down is.
He's running right to the sticks, catching it, and get right down.
Yeah,
he
it's
comes
smart.
right out after that, too. He's a third down machine.
Yeah. Sergio, you wouldn't know it just like if you walk by him. That dude, he's tied the school record last week for touchdowns receptions in a season with 13.
Man,
I mean, dude gets open.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
He tied Carson Cox. Carson Cox is a heck of a
he tied it. I'm sorry.
That's crazy.
Did I say he broke it?
Yeah, it's about the same thing, but still.
Yeah, well, man, Trey knows about records.
Yeah.
he knows tied and breaking ain't the same thing.
Last time I was here, Trey, I watched one of your teammates, Dalen Mack.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was a running back for Gladewater.
Oh, yeah, for Gladewater.
That was a heck of a football game.
Hey, yeah, he's a great player, man. I love playing with him.
He used to know about records. He used to be like the dude in Texarkana and roofing. But, he's not even getting mentioned anymore when they do best of, Just fell off for him.
Well, something that I noticed, and y'all have seen a lot more Pleasant Grove games than I have recently, but I saw where Landon Jackson was playing a lot of middle linebacker for a series, and then for like the first and second down, and then they would move him to defensive end.
Yeah.
So is that something that y'all have seen more of? Because I thought that's a wrinkle in their defensive plan to attack Gilmer's offense.
I've never seen him play outside
like
of
we were talking in the pregame show. I think that's just a wrinkle that they threw in to take some of that heat off of Landon to get him to make plays at different positions.
Well, they were triple teaming him last time they played. So man, it's a smart move, and then they're just constantly moving it.
Yeah, it's hard to triple team them from the mic position. So that is a smart move. I've seen them right there, and then when the passing down, like an obvious passing down came, they put him at end. So yeah, I haven't seen that.
It'll be interesting to see how Gilmer is going to attack that if they continue to throw that at them, because I could see when they were throwing, or when Lando was at the middle linebacker position, they were hitting more perimeter runs. which they can't do when he's playing defensive end.
Right.
So it'll be interesting if they try to expose that at all in the second half.
Gilmer gets the ball back after half, right?
They do.
So a big thing about that is Pleasant Grove is going to have to stop that drive in order to maintain that momentum. The last thing they want to do is let Gilmer come out, have a nice drive, and put 7 points on that board to swing that momentum back to them. So PG is going to definitely have to step it up.
Gilmer's
start
big
the second
back is
half.
impressive. He's a big athletic guy, man.
Yeah.
That little 10-yard touchdown was impressive.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this dude puts his head down.
Absolutely. And that's the guy that Coach Metzel was bragging about. He loves the game. He'll do anything for his team, and he proved it tonight on several of his runs.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So not to get off subject, Trey, what do you think about that basketball game the other night? They put on a show or what?
Man, that was a great show they put on.
Yeah.
Man. I was impressed. I left the game impressed.
Damian Collins, one of the top players in the entire country out of Atlanta, Texas. The best high school basketball
I saw a
player.
dunk.
Yeah, oh my. He does like 10 of them. I think we're still working on highlights. CJ Kelly on the other side for Texas High. Dude's a straight baller. Hunter Allen. I had never heard of this kid named Hunter Allen for Atlanta.
I've known Hunter for a long time.
Dude, hops. Oh my God.
Hunter,
freakish
Hunter's going to
athletic.
college to play baseball.
He needs to quit that. he needs to give that up.
Hunter's one of the best pitchers in this area.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
a heck of a pitcher.
Well, still needs to give it up. He's going to play basketball somewhere.
Yeah.
All right, Trey, what does Gilmer have to do to overcome this 14-point deficit?
I think they had some success running the ball up the middle with 22 with that long run, and they kind of went away from it. They started trying to run sideline to sideline. I don't know about that. I think they should come out and try to establish the run game with 22. He's kind of a big kid.
Yeah.
So I would definitely try to go
from
there.
NFL running back. He does not want you to pass the ball. He wants you to run the ball
gotta
right up the middle.
Listen, establish that run, and then you can play action off that.
That's true, yeah.
So-
he knows more than I do. I just trying to throw a jab in there. Of course, you want to give the
I
running
kind
back
of
the ball.
dumb down the stuff I talk about just to make you look good. So.
Craig
about being
keeps
a team
telling us
player.
Craig's a legend, and they're going to build a statue of him at Texas High. You
Glide
know anything
leg.
about that?
Trey's a little younger, so he might not.
I mean, if you're a legend, people know you.
That's true.
He might not.
I hadn't met him for till the other night. I knew who he was, though.
I know his alter ego,
You got to hear about what we're about to start, Trey.
Willie Glide Leg.
Willie Glide.
Legend.
All right, from the Gilmer teacher and fan.
That's right.
What do you think? You want him to run the ball?
Well, yes. I mean, Darrell Bush has proven that he is a stout running back. So, absolutely, I think they need to run the ball. I think what they were trying to do at the end of the game is create space for big plays.
So she's
They're
agreeing
behind.
with you, Carson.
So, yeah. Yes.
An A&M and Texas alum agreeing on something.
Here's the thing that I did notice. In the first game against Pleasant Grove, they ran the ball maybe 27 times for about 72 yards. Last week, they ran the ball for 219 yards against Connolly. They've got to run the ball if they want to win this game. Like you said, you can't run it outside every play because you got those defensive ends and they have decent speed. You're going to have to attack that middle of the defense.
Yeah, you have to.
You know, I just want to throw this out there. Landon Jackson, that sack he had right there for half, it's grown man stuff.
Yeah.
You think Landon's going to play on Sundays?
Yeah, I definitely think he has a chance if you keep working hard, stay focused. I think
He keeps visiting A&M.
Come on.
I talked to Haynes King when we rolled up, and he was like, I might be out there tonight. He pointed out this Landon kid, and I was like, I ain't gonna have to, but
Yeah,
you'll be able to see him.
I just seen one of my former coaches from A&M over here too. So
I said there were 9 Division I colleges out here tonight.
yeah, I've seen a few of them.
And you took me to Pizza King, got me looking all out of shape.
Oh, if that pizza just made you look out of shape, I don't know
still
what to tell
have
you.
some eligibility.
I do have to say I have been impressed with the sophomore quarterback from Gilmer. I feel like he has handled the game much better this time around, and I think that's just the experience that he's gained throughout the playoffs.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I've been beyond just the one touchdown interception thrown, or the interception that went for a touchdown that was thrown. I think overall he's managed the game pretty decently.
I think
He's thrown some
there've
really
been a
good
lot
passes.
of Tennessee athletes come through Gilmer for the last 20
He
years.
has thrown some really good passes. He threw one in
Yes.
the corner
And,
that looked like a touchdown, but I think he knocked it out right when they got to the ground. So
Yeah.
he's doing a good
I know
job.
that the Gilmer sideline, they were not happy that wasn't a touchdown.
No,
Yeah.
it really did look like the ground created the fumble, but I'm not going to argue. But I had a very good sight on that.
Hold on, you're on the sideline over there?
What? I didn't say that, did I?
You're supposed to be over here with us.
Hey, I've been walking in between.
No, I hadn't seen you
He's trying to
once.
please the superintendent.
I hadn't seen you one. Yeah, I told you we'd get you a job. Texarkana, easy.
I thought you wanted eyes that you
Let
have
me
good,
see what footage
good
you got.
content at halftime.
No, you didn't get good footage on that iPhone 4.
Hey! I'm a teacher. Lay off.
That iPhone 4.
What are you talking about?
Dude, that's a
I got
6S.
You got an iPhone 5S.
6. Come on, man.
The camera don't even work.
Hey, the inside one does.
That's all I get. That's all his selfie game
Take a
strong.
selfie.
I saw him standing at the field doing like this. Like, Tony, what are you doing? Anyway,
Tony always wants to take selfies, but his arm is only like 8 inches long.
Like a T-Rex.
And he can't even get both people in it. It's always like this.
All right, 28-14. We're going to take it to the band here. I want to thank Trey Carsons for coming on. Katie Baker, we will see you post-game.
Go Hawks.
I got
And now let those young men in the locker room hear you as the band marches off to the Buckeye Fight Song. The band is directed by Eric Gray, Keaton Box, Chris Witt, Sarah Thompson, and Jonathan Stafford. Choral sponsor is Beth Maddox. We would also like to thank East Texas Professional Credit Union for sponsoring tonight's program. Ladies and gentlemen, Pleasant Grove High School proudly presents, under the direction of Mrs. Tori DePriest, the American Drill Team High School champions for 24 years, our spectacular Pleasant Grove Showstoppers. The 2019-2020 Showstopper officers are Junior Lieutenant Kaylin Skates, Junior Lieutenant Holly Thornton, Senior Lieutenant Kara Ann Court, Senior Lieutenant Rachel Hiphill, Senior Lieutenant Zoe May. The 2019-2020 Showstopper captain is Senior Chloe Carpenter. The Showstoppers will perform a palm routine to New Kids on the Block hit, The Right Stuff. Thank you for your magnificent support. Let's hear it for our showstoppers.
Good. How are you?
And now the entertainment halftime entertainment. Welcome to the field, the Mighty Motion, the award-winning Pleasant Grove High School marching band. Tonight, the Mighty Motion will perform a famous hit by Stevie Wonder called I Wish. The band is under the student leadership of senior drum major Tommy Ty.